Disclaimer: all acts and processes presented in this video are for roleplay purposes only. Please consult a professional equestrian before working with any equines. Thank you, and please stay safe, guys. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, then welcome. My name is Haley and today you guys are going to be coming along and getting all the secrets and stuff that is packed into my morning routine.
I've been told I should go find myself again. You're taking my soul, everything I own, poison in my head.
Before the video begins, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Horse Love. I posted on my community tab a picture of one of my lesson horses, and I told you guys whoever can guess this horse's name first will be given a shout out. If you would like to be given a shout out, be sure to pay attention to my community tab since I'm going to start posting weekly on that, whether it be a sneak peek of the video or a challenge where you can get a shout out, so be sure to keep an eye out. Now let's get right into the video. Now, if you couldn't already tell, I am always busy all the time, and today is definitely no exception. I have horses to exercise, animals to feed, students to teach, and paperwork that needs to get done. For now though, let's start with the basics. I would love to be able to say that I'm a total morning person and I'm up with the sun every day, but that just isn't true. While I do try to get up by at least 6 a.m., it is a struggle. But once I drag my butt out of bed, I immediately change into some work clothes, at least for now since I need to get the morning feeding done first. Luckily, the barn is a short walk from the house, especially since it's been pretty cold recently, so the barn heater has really become my best friend since I get cold very easily. Okay, enough about me. Now, every morning when I enter the barn, I am serenaded by the wonderful song of hungry horses begging for breakfast. The majority of the horses in the barn are easy to feed and take care of since they all have pretty basic diets, especially with show season being slower due to the weather. However, I do give all of them plenty of hay and alfalfa mix since the cold brings frost, and the frost means no more grass in the pastures. So they all get their hay and a small bucket of grain, and the show horses get supplements with that. Then of course Gamora is special and gets her medication for her ring bone with her grain, and then the foals just get a little bit of hay as they are weaning off their mothers slowly. If you watched my ranch tour, then you'd know horses aren't the only thing on this ranch. We have donkeys, sheep, longhorns, chickens, cats, and dogs, so everyone has to step up and help when it comes to chores. Now, I don't usually manage the longhorns or sheep, that's my dad's job, and then my mom takes care of the chickens, so once I get all the horses fed, I will get my dogs Nemo and Jack their food, and then finally I make sure everyone has fresh water. By this point, it's almost 7 a.m., depending on the day, and it's time to muck out the stalls. Thankfully, I don't have to do all of them alone. I split the barn into sections, and then I have my part of the barn, and then Josh or my mom will have another part. This makes it a lot easier and faster, so we're able to get the entire barn manure-free. And then here, while I was mucking out Charlie's stall, she decided that the stall was no fun, and figured she'd go say hi to Jade. She also got pretty curious and was checking out the camera here. Luckily, she didn't knock the tripod over, otherwise that would be an expensive fix. And then she realized that her hay was still in her stall, so she just sort of went back and stood there waiting for me to move the wheelbarrow so that she could get back in and finish her breakfast. Don't worry, I got her back inside and secure, and so the situation was handled. By the time I'm done mucking out 4 stalls, it's about 7:45. Cleaning doesn't take that long since we do it every day, and there's never much maneuver in the shaving since we do that. Now it's time to let some of the horses that were in the barn that night out into the pasture so they can stretch their legs and just get to be horses for a while. This doesn't usually take that long, and once I'm done with that, it's time to go back inside and change into something a bit less like I just rolled out of bed and more like I'm an actual functioning human being. I don't usually get to eat breakfast since I don't have time, but today I finished feeding early so I was able to have some eggs and toast. I definitely should eat breakfast more often since it's supposed to be like the most important meal of the day, but whatever. Anyway, before my lesson students arrive, I decided I'd get some more groundwork training in with Romeo, who has come along very nicely and showed his spunky self more and more. No one has claimed him still, so I've kind of just assumed that he's become my accidental project horse, I guess. So I've been working with him and he's now halter broke and becoming more and more respectful of me, slowly but surely. However, he's still a wild stud, so I definitely wouldn't trust him with anyone else right now. By 9:30 a.m., my first lesson student arrives. This is Allie, and she's writing Charlie for today. We just worked on some basic groundwork and upward transitions while remaining steady and square in the saddle. Her lesson lasts an hour, so by 10:30 I have some errands and a lunch meeting with a potential buyer who is interested in purchasing an old trailer of ours that I seriously need to get rid of. Not because it's in bad shape, but rather I don't have the space or need for it, so I might as well let someone else have it who will actually use it. Anyway, one more quick change later so that I looked a little bit more professional and less like I just got done being inside a barn for 3 hours. I drove off to the city since I need to buy more alfalfa pellets, saddle soap, and I can finally find a new table for the break room in the barn since my current one is pretty much clinging to life right now. While I would never live in the city, I like to visit every so often and check out all the cool lights and stores. After getting the feed and such, I spent an embarrassingly long time trying to find a furniture store, but they didn't have any tables that I liked anyway, so there goes 20 minutes of my time I'll never be able to get back. Okay, so I'm at the restaurant right now waiting for the client to show up, so I think I'm just going to end the video here since it's already almost noon. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, sound off in the comments, and hit that subscribe button. And with that, I hope you have a great day or night. See you in the next video. Name of my horse. Stop. I spent an embarrassing... How do you say that? Guy just rolled out of bed and more like an oh my word.
And we won't understand each other. I wonder how it feels to fall asleep.